So I borrowed this nice Magnum paint sprayer, and I noticed there was some paint here, and I figured I'd just put that in a bucket of water. It might soften up. And they had just used it, so I figured it'd be alright. But I'll show you what it's doing. So when I turned it on, it primed up good. And they were using the roller feature, the self-feed roller, and they put the sprayer back on, and here's what I'm getting. So I'm assuming this unit is clogged, and this will not unclog it. So we'll remove this piece. This is all new to me, first time using the sprayer. I watch videos how to use it. However, I didn't even get to the spray part. So now we'll turn it on and see if we get liquid coming out of here. I didn't see any seal on either end. So it's got to be the tip. That's probably the clean a clog, and that's spray mode, which looks a little clogged. Maybe I'll soak it in mineral spirits. Go over to spray mode. Okay, I don't know which is which. I thought this with the notch is spray mode, but it sprays better this way. Let me turn up the pressure. Can't have it leaking. Okay, there's something wrong here. Must be missing a seal. There ain't no way I can use that leaking like that. Another thing I noticed, in the prime mode, it pushed the hose off. So this hose is clogged as well. Oh yeah, she's all clogged up. We'll run a wire down through this hose. There we go. Got a little screw. I just won't go all the way to the bottom. I think it has a screen in there. I'll just keep cleaning it until I can blow through it. Not there yet. So I filled this area with mineral spirits, so when it drains out, I know it's unclogged. All the liquid has drained out. Let's try it. I just discovered how this comes apart. Turn it to the halfway point, pull straight out. And you can see it's all clogged up. Clean this up and reinsert. So I've cleaned up all the parts, got all the dry paint out of there, and through a little research, I found there's supposed to be a little seal, rubber washer right here on the back of that metal ring. So I purchased this. Which has the rubber washer on one side and the metal piece on the other side. So the way you get this out, you use the narrow side of your tip, push down, pops right out. Then you put this on the end of here on the rubber to push it back up in there. And you want to match the curve of this shaft. Example, you want to put this up in there so that curved shape matches the shaft. And these two come apart. Rubber seal, metal. Put the little indent in there. This on the end of here. Right up in there. Now there's nothing that locks that in, other than when you attach it to your sprayer, the pressure applies pressure to the shaft and holds it. So now we're ready to attach. Hand tight is sufficient, and that snugged that right up. That's nice. You could still probably pull it out, but there's no need to. It's nice and snug. Let's go test it. Ready for paint? So here's the setup, and I'm going to prime the pump like as if we just got it out of storage and there's water still in the lines. So for initial prime, we use this hose and then remove the tip to get the hose primed. I'll keep it upward so I don't lose that seal. All right. This in the up position is prime, so we'll prime until we see paint come out. I have this set on the roller feature. At this point, when you change the pressure nozzle, this is no longer in use. You can just leave it sit here. You can put it back in your paint. It's no longer in use. So I'll leave that hang. Now, this is set to the down, and I'm just gonna pump this on the side of the can so it doesn't splash. It should pump up. It'd be best to hold it first. That way pressure won't shoot and turn it on. Reinsert the tip, ready to paint. I'm not going to use a practice piece. We'll use this old concrete wall to practice on. Very good coverage, and as you've seen, I went over top several times. So on this low setting, very little overspray, covers good if you want to take your time. Let's try the ceiling, same setting. Looks like we got a spider. Go away. I need a mask. For this section, I'm going to turn up the pressure a bit. So that was a little bit too much. I had to go extra fast. The setting before was much easier. If you see it bleeding through, you can go over it. Much easier to handle. And you can see there's not a whole lot of overspray, or it would be picked up on the camera. So I'm going to show the cleanup and how to save paint. Lift straight up. All right. This one goes into your paint bucket, like such. We'll lower the pressure down. to start. We put it into prime mode and it should release some pressure. There I was getting water. Now it's back in the sprayer nozzle hose, so we'll drain that paint into here. Remove the paint nozzle. Turn the machine off. Release this pressure here by setting on prime. Now there's no pressure, so you can easily push that paint on, and it's in the paint sprayer mode, and just turn it on until you get water. Then remove your tip and clean with water, or put it back on here and spray with water. Just out of curiosity, I got the tip back on. I'll release the pressure here, so there's no pressure on the hose. Turn this on, but put it under the water so it cannot splash back. That works great. Alright, rubber washer still in there. Yeah, so I'm going to clean this manually. Reinstall. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Hope this has helped someone. And in the next video, I'll feature this room entirely painted. It's quite a long video. It shows all the patchwork and mud work I did, window painting. I'll provide a link right here, over there,